So it is Wednesday. There is no trial in the Manhattan District's election interference, bank fraud, business fraud, hush money case. Um, so it's an off day. As I talked about yesterday, Michael Cohen will be back on the stand tomorrow, and this could be the last off day of the prosecution being in control of the case. Once Michael Cohen is done being cross-examined, um, both the prosecution and the defense will have a chance to redirect for the prosecution and rebut the redirect, which are normally very quick. They are normally, only a few questions. You're not going to get days of testimony in both of these instances. And from all reporting, Michael Cohen is going to be the last witness the prosecution calls. Now, barring some major surprise and the prosecution decides to call somebody else or they uncover something, but typically in a case this large, the prosecution doesn't have some groundbreaking piece of evidence show up at the last minute, despite what Hollywood might have you believe. Um, so after Michael Cohen gets done with his cross and redirected all of that, the prosecution's probably going to rest their case. And I believe, at least to me, they have met their burden, um, and they have pushed it beyond a reasonable doubt that Donald Trump has done this. Now, all the defense has to do when they present their side, and I don't know what they're going to use as a defense, because it seems like the prosecution anticipated quite a few of the things Donald Trump had been saying in the media and had already laid out counter arguments to those things in their case as they were going through their side. And that in part is why attorneys tell you when you're dealing with, you know, a criminal situation, the first thing they tell you to do is invoke your right to remain silent and shut up. But Donald Trump can't do that. He kept ranting and raving and trying to justify it to the public because he was so worried about his public appearance and stroking his own ego that he gave the prosecution a heads up as to what they were going to try, months and months in advance so they could prepare for it. So I don't know what the defense is going to pull, but as of as early as Thursday, if not Friday, the defense could be presenting their side of the case. After the defense wraps up its closing arguments, which are usually only part of a day, and then the case goes to the jury. The jury might have this case for deliberation by the end of the month. So I expect things to move along kind of rapidly once the prosecution rests, and we'll go from there.